And in today's video, we're gonna talk about happiness. For those of you who wants to be happy, the formula is pretty simple. It's called ignorance. If you choose ignorance over knowledge, you will be happy. You get that guarantee. You won't grow. You won't learn. And you will be bound by ignorance. But you will be happy. Because ignorance is bliss at times. If you choose knowledge, then that's a long route for happiness, for real happiness. But it's gonna take some time, some effort, and some work. Because it's hard. And sometimes you have to face really hard decisions. So, in the long run, you will be certainly happy if you choose knowledge. But in the short run, you're gonna have to pay the price. You will have to pay the price today, so you don't have to worry about any price tomorrow. And so for some people, that's too hard of a decision. They just cannot make it, which is a choice in itself. There is a reason why, if you believe in God, that God, say the Bible, planted that tree on that Garden of Eden. The tree of knowledge and life and death. I guess we made our choices already. And that's why we're here. Still, some people kind of resent that situation because they were not given that choice themselves. Maybe that's why most people prefer to be ignorant and may be happy. And there is a very, very few numbers of very, very few people that would always go for the knowledge, even if it comes with pain. As God said before. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe the ones who choose ignorance are the ones that are right. Or maybe the ones that choose knowledge are the ones that are right. Maybe there is a space for compromise. And the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Like, you don't have to be taking the truth all the time, and the knowledge and the pain that comes with growing and facing decisions that you have to make. Maybe you can pick and choose. I'm gonna take the truth now, and then I'm gonna be ignorant and this other one. Because you're just human. And it cannot be constant pain, because constant pain equals death. And it doesn't matter how much you grow. If you're gone, you're gone. I mean, come on. But maybe there is a space for some kind of combination. Doesn't have to be the truth all the time. No, not the truth. You have to be the truth all the time. The knowledge. At least not all at once. Maybe we should take it slower. I don't know if you remember that movie. I can't remember the name. It was related to aliens and spaceships and something like that. And at the very end of the movie, they finally found this spaceship in which there were these aliens that they were looking for. And when they got there was this person, I can't remember if it was a man or a woman, who looked in the eyes of, and the aliens were like statues. It wasn't like, like living things or nothing like that. And she or he looks in the eyes, I think it was a woman, I can't remember, in the eyes of one of these statues, and there were like 5 of them, maybe 6, I don't know, all around the room in a circle. And she looks in the eyes of one of those things, which, by the way, looked extremely scary, even though there was nothing there, but it was scary. And she asked for all of the knowledge, all of it. And she goes to the middle of the room, to the center of the room, and she stands there, and you can see these rays coming out of the eyes of those statues and going into her eyes. And at first, she was laughing because she was very satisfied. All the knowledge that she was getting, all those rays were knowledge, and it wasn't just only from one person or one of those statues. Later on, and it started coming from all the other 5 or 6 or whatever, and all. I mean, and she stopped laughing, and I guess for her face expressions, it started getting harder, because it was like 6 or 7 streams of knowledge all at once in one single brain. 6 against 1, and she stopped laughing, and the things keeps coming, and then she goes into the pain phase, and it seems like it was painful, and ultimately she died. It was just a movie, nothing special about it. But that particular part of the movie stuck with me for some reason. And I think the reason is because I would have done the same. If I were to be in that person's shoes, I would have made the same mistake. Give it all to me, right now. Not one at a time. Give it everything. And that ultimately means, or brought her to her demise. And now I'm reflecting about it, and I'm thinking, wow, maybe they were up to something in the movie. Maybe we don't have to take it all at once, because that would be or mean our demise. Later on, I read a book, a great book. It's called Chossport. And I remember this passage in the book that the king, it was back in medieval times, the king was sit at the table, and they were having dinner with some of the peasants, like the people that farmers, and there was this girl with her grandpa, and I can't remember the comment of the lord, the king exactly. It was the lord, not the king. It was a feudal. And I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something that obviously wasn't very true, but it wasn't a terrible lie either. Like it didn't affect anyone or nothing. And the girl gets up and attacks the Lord. Not physically, but verbally. She just say basically, well, you're lying. And if you know anything about history, it's not a good idea to do that in a medieval time, and the guy who actually owns your land and all that, and you kind of work for him, and if you don't work for him, then you're dead. So the grandpa, old man, wise or wiser, he didn't intervene because he knew. I mean, he knew it was a girl. It was just a little girl. They were not gonna take it seriously or nothing. But later on, when they left, I remember reading that the grandpa told her, "Hey, the truth is not a sword that you take out in every battle." So interesting. And that goes in the other face of the coin. Maybe you don't have to take all the truth of the universe all at once. And maybe you don't have to say all the truth of the universe all at once. Maybe you can shut up for a second sometimes. Do not lie. Just keep it to yourself. At least for a while. And that's gonna be my reflection for today. Hopefully you find it useful and interesting as usual. You can comment, like, subscribe, or do anything you want. Thank you very much. The governor is signing out. Bye.